Hi there. So this is going to be a video intended for new subscribers who are a bit confused as to what exactly is going on this channel. If you already understand the basics of what tabletop RP is, well, you can pick another video. For everybody else, hi there. My name's Ace, and I am a dungeon master. The vast majority of the videos on this channel are dedicated to my ongoing Pathfinder campaign called the Sentinels of Sandpoint. But what is Pathfinder, you might ask? Well, the easiest way I can explain it is that it is a tabletop game, or in this case, it's a virtual tabletop game. And tabletop games, or tabletop RPGs in a general sense, are. Remember when you were like 8 and you would play pretend with your friends? Tabletop is basically that with a bit more structure. It's improv theater. It's a game about going on crazy adventures with your friends and telling memorable stories. Really, what sets tabletop apart from, say, like a video game is just the amount of freedom you have as a player. If you're playing an RPG like Mass Effect or Skyrim, you might have like a huge world you can explore, but you can only talk to the characters that the game designers have written dialogue for, and you're only allowed to go to the planets that you're allowed to explore. Like, that's not how this works here. In tabletop, you can do whatever the hell you want. You can try and bull rush an evil cleric off the deck of a ship. You want to try and jump over a chasm? Sure, you're welcome to try. If your character sees a whole bunch of goblins up ahead, you can try and fight them, sure. You can also try and distract them. You can try and sneak by. You can try and talk to the goblins, maybe bribe them, or even try and grab and capture one of them. Really, it's if you can think of an action, your character can probably do it, or probably at least try to attempt it, and that's where the dice come in. Speaking more broadly, when you join a D&D campaign like this one, you'd be able to make a character. You'd pick out a class, which is basically like your profession or your job. You'd pick out a race, like you could be a human, a gnome, a half elf. All of these help figure out a whole bunch of other stuff, like your ability scores, which is basically how good your character is at various things. I actually have a whole video on character generation, actually. It's a bit old. I'll link the old video down in the description if you want to check it out, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys with information, especially if you're still kind of new. And so while my players all have these characters that they roleplay as, I am the dungeon master. Essentially, while the players are controlling their characters directly, my job is everything else. I am the window through which the party experiences the game world. Every time the party will either start session or the party finds something, either be a location, an item, or a type of creature, generally my job will be to describe what that item looks like, the naked eye, and your guys' imagination can do the rest. And it's the player's job to describe how they react to that thing. Again, characters can do anything they are physically capable of doing, but some people are going to be better at certain things than others. So to use my current party, for example, while both Barwick and Esmeralda have levels in Paladin, Barwick is much better at intimidating people than Esmeralda, both because he's very charismatic and he also has a lot of experience in that department. On the flip side, Barwick doesn't nearly have as many skills as Esmeralda does because every character is good at different things. That doesn't mean you can't play a highly skilled warrior or a highly intelligent warrior if you didn't want to, like just look at Fred. But I think I'm getting off topic here. But to summarize, tabletop RPGs are games about you come up with a cool character, you play out imaginary adventures almost like a TV show. And the main draw being there is no script, and I don't even fully know what's going to happen each week. If this video is helpful for you guys, let me know, and I'll try and make a follow-up video explaining things in more detail.